Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It's episode 57 and as always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot pods with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. Interesting episode because we got a little bit of past from the spider. Not the spiders, the spider. I mean, they consider themselves as one, so fitting. And I really like this picture here. The this little fall back into their past. And it seems like at this time there were only 7 of them, who we all know, who are all still there. So that means the others came in later. In the end, kind of put in by efficiency, to say so, by being qualified enough. It's interesting to see how they have changed, how they have evolved over time. So they are more like a plain version and a younger version of themselves. But we have them here. So the whole fighting team, and on the other side, some of the supporters and reconnaissance troop, but not all. Surely Hisoka is not in here. The copycat Kotopi is not in there, as far as I can see, and I think some others are missing as well. I'm not sure. So yeah, the one with the phone, with the ability to remote control. Let me check. Oh yes, and Plink is missing as well, I just realized. Okay, so those are the 3, it seems, that are missing. 4. Whatever. You know what I mean. But there are some of them who are in longer and who know each other, so a cool thing to relate to. And as Chrollo says, it's not so important if he's alive or dead. And they are kind of disagreeing with that one, which I can understand. If you know each other so long, you possibly have some kind of a friendship, and you come to realize how important the boss is. And from what we've seen, he is pretty clever and he's good at planning. So, and they have a very, very long time of working efficiently and successfully. So why would you want your boss to die in such a case? It's a hard choice for Pakunoda. I can see that. It is a weird thing that I at least partially can relate to the spider and feel a little bit bad about them going down over time. Because they are a really, really cool troop and there is some compassion between them. Sorry, as I said, it's really early here. So that was for the episode itself. The setup attack was pretty cleverly done. I like that. So using the radio to bring in messages and giving like a timer so that you know how long you have. Although I think it was a little bit too obvious then. The fact that the radio said that all the time. And I might be wrong, but I did not hear any music before the first comment about that it is the last song and stuff like that. So that might have been something people would have realized. There was, I mean, I'm not sure if it was about that, but Shizuku realized something and left, and was around then, but I'm not completely sure what she did. That's a bit of a question in here because she left around the corner before the attack happened and then she wasn't there instantly, so hello. Holy heck, can only guess here. 7 on the dot. Okay, well, was pretty clear. Leorio being in there and giving a show. I'm mixed. I mean, generally, I really liked it. I'm in for it because I really want him to shine more, to be more efficient, be more in the plot. and in the direct fight. So that's why I really liked it, and it takes guts to do something like that. I mean, seriously. However, it was hell of a risky move, and seeing that the radio was in there later on, it just was not necessary. I mean, they could have put something like that in the radio as well. So, I mean, the fact that it is close to 7 came over the radio multiple times, and it was the voice of Melody, so Killua would have realized it. And just the closing your eyes, she could have transported somehow else. I don't know about this with a song or with a short statement, something like that. But yeah, they brought in Lurio, and I think that's good. So okay, they had the time to whip away Chrollo, which is a thing to do, right? So they took the boss hostage. I am not sure. He can only use the chain. Yeah, I just wanted to say, why did he not take the boys as well with his chain? But he can only use it on spiders, so the only option would have been to use it additionally on another spider. And that would have been risky. So sure, taking Machi, who hold them hostage, would have been a major thing. But he was pretty focused on getting one out, and that was an important one. I was a bit surprised about the fact that Machi was able to hold Killua's foot in, or was it his fist? I'm not sure. After being hit, so she's able to use her muscles in her body to hold you in. What kind of a control is that? That's hard. And in the end, a lot of the idea that they have using the darkness to escape, as example, at least hopefully, it was worth a try, right? Did not work out because they underestimated the spider, or at least did not know enough about them. So Machi being able to to keep them captured, and hold the boys in was a major thing, and Nobunaga being able to, although not see in the dark, at least being able to have his aura around him is a major thing as well. That's pretty cool. I mean, in general, in this episode, Nobunaga kind of did shine. He did not really do much, but you could see the benefits of his aura, which kind of makes me question if he's dying soon, right? And he kind of took lead. So we know that when it is about fighting, the fighters tend to say what's about to happen. So it was kind of that situation. So that's why he possibly did it, and no one questioned it. They followed him along until all the others were around. So that was good. Then we had the scene in the car with Chrollo and all the others. That was good as well. So the fact that he is not afraid of death, not at all. He walks with death. That's a weird statement. I mean, we know that he's kind of devoted to the spiders, and well, that he does not fear death. It is one thing to say I don't fear death, and the other thing to really, really, really not do it. So saying it so you came to terms with it, like head-wise, is something I think quite many people may achieve. But being really down to your bones and down to your heart, relaxed about it and do not care about it, that is something I don't think many people do. So question is, does it have something to do with his past, with his powers, or is he just so cool down now that it really doesn't matter? Then we had the moment, so he's testing Kurapika, and he found out more than enough, so he realized that Kurapika will not forfeit his friends for this for his anger problems, right? Which is a major thing, because you can use that against him, and he will try to. And we had this nice wording, and I really liked that. I can relate to your anger. I have the same feelings towards you. That was interesting. So the Yuvo passed about the Scarlet Eye clan, the Kurta. So okay. And what now? So do you leave or do you go was the big question. So the request was to stay as a group for the spider in their hideout. So by doing so, they can try whatever they want. They got one moving towards them now. And that's a little bit like bringing a lamb to the slaughter, because from what we know, Kurapika will kill them, wants to kill them. But right now, there is this question of how are you acting? You have her coming to you now. Pakunoda cannot change it, right? She is going there. Will he just kill her then? I mean, she knows who he is. She's a danger. She knows his powers. And all the other stuff, right? So you have to get rid of her, but kind of forcing her to go alone is a little bit like lamb to the slaughter. So that's the question: is that really good, or is it okay because she's a bad person? I don't know, man. It's weird right now that she's walking alone. But we know that something else will happen. So Hisoka is moving as well. He requested an Illumi, and that's always gonna be interesting. Especially because I think we will see a phase of, not fighting wise, I guess, but at least a hello moment between the brothers. And Illumi put it pretty interesting. I know you longer than I do Chrollo. So he knows him as well. And that's a weird thing. So they're going against him, I guess. He's not allowed to leave, so Illumi knows how to change his outer appearance, as we know. So I guess he will jump in for Hisoka in the groups, in the spiders fortress hideout. And Hisoka will move out and try to attack Chrollo then. I think that is what we are going for. Interesting choice to do something like that. That's it from me this time. I look forward to the next episodes. It's getting more and more interesting now. And I will see you over there. Until then, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.